Hey guys, over the last couple of years, I've done a lot of videos, and I get the most positive feedback on the video I shot at Panera. So I figured I'd return to the scene of that piece of monumental footage and take another video from Panera. I'm here tonight, this time from Panera on the Strip instead of Fountain City Panera, and it's not quite as loud. I guess because the students have gone home for the summer. So we're talking tonight about the Gala. Of course, our Xavier Dobson Scholarship is being supported by this Gala. We're trying to raise a total of $60,000 so we can have an endowed scholarship, and we're somewhere around the neighborhood of $30,000 to go on that. Our Gala is August the 6th, held at Bridgewater Event Center, and is being our title sponsor for the event is Tenova Healthcare. Our neighbors right across the street there. They've given us a $5,000 donation to be an event sponsor for that. So to this point, people working on the event include ARA primarily, Karen Craig, myself, and the technological skills of Matt Mosley producing our website and our graphics and whatnot. But in order to make this event the kind of event we're shooting for, we need a lot more support to do that. I know Fulton High School is full of two things, that is willing volunteers and people with gifts and talents. So we're calling on everyone to get involved in the process. We need folks to help us gather items for the auction. So essentially the $50 ticket is going to basically cover the cost of food, the venue, the DJ, and any alcohol as well. We're going to earn proceeds off of our sponsorships and off our auction items. So we need a lot of sponsorships. We need a lot of auction items if we're going to reach that $30,000 mark that we're shooting for. So we need a lot of help with the auction. We've reached out to a few folks and got a few things, but we need anyone and everyone who has connections with anything to go out and try and gather some auction items. And we don't need a huge auction item. It can be anything from a meal for two at a restaurant from one person, and then we get someone else to get Regal Cinemas to donate a handful of movie tickets, and then maybe another restaurant to donate dessert, and then we put together a package of a night on the town for two with movie, dinner, and dessert somewhere out. And then we can put that on a silent auction, and then we can get folks to bid on that. And maybe that brings in $50, maybe it doesn't, who knows, but then we're able to package those pieces together. So it takes time to go out and collect those things and also to package those things together. And all that is pre-planning of the auction. And then the night of the auction, we need people to help manage and run that auction. Jody's going to be our live auction MC. And then we need someone to run essentially the cash out or the cash register booth at the end of the night to collect money from folks who have won those auction items. So it's going to take a lot of moving pieces and people being flexible and willing to volunteer their time in order to do that. So we're looking for folks with connections to help us get items to auctions, small items as well as big items. Anyone who has, say, a cabin rental in the Smokies, maybe they can donate a two-night stay at one of their cabins. If you know anyone who has one of those, I might know some people, but maybe someone who's one of our staff members knows some people, or maybe could be a person themselves. But if they could donate something like that, that's great. That's a great live auction item versus a silent auction item like I talked about earlier. So folks who help run that, folks who can get that, who can do legwork, folks who can make those items look pretty beforehand, and then also the people to work the event from checking people in and checking tickets to helping everything run smoothly and just kind of be some Johnny on the spot people. We are asking that anyone who comes to the event and in a working capacity also buys a ticket. I mentioned in the email that even ARA is going to shell out her $50 for this ticket because no one loves free stuff more than I can, and I promise you Kelly Forster can attest to that I love free stuff, but I'm paying my $50 to come to this event because it's not about me, it's about raising money for our scholarship for our students. It was a really neat deal for us last Friday when we were able to give Tiana Guess the first scholarship. I got confused with Tatiana Fletcher there for a minute. Tanea, I guess that's her name. The first scholarship last Friday, and going through that process, getting to talk with all those kids. And I want to be able to do that from now until Fulton High School as long as Fulton's here, that we're able to do that. All right, I think I've rambled long enough, but again, there is a Google Doc out there attached to this email where you're able to volunteer. And there's some categories there of different jobs you can serve in. If there's some other things that you can think of that we haven't thought of, there's an other box. You can feel free to type in as much as you want there. Love to get everyone to pitch in. You know the old saying, if everyone does a little, no one has to do a lot. So appreciate everyone's support in this endeavor, and we will be watching the Google Doc with all attention to make sure we get everything covered. Thanks so much, and have a great day.